Right, I'm doing day 17 today, and I had this, or I finished that one. I put that, all I done different there was cut that out from a card that I had here, just at the top there. And also I've got this one here to use, which is quite nice. And I just put that in there. Okay, so I've done that, and then we're going on to a blank page, which is, I don't like blank pages. Never mind. Let's have a look. I've got this that I picked up last year, and I never used it, which I thought I actually fell in love with this pattern. Loved it. Okay, because I was actually thinking of painting some of these, but I haven't got time. I want to do one art spread in this journal somewhere, but we'll see. So I've cut a couple of these out. One was on the crease, so I've cut that down where the crease was. I've got all these little bits here. So that was the one that was on the crease, okay, which I thought that would look nice over the page, and the other way, of course. That will look nice, most probably down there. Okay, just to use it up, and I want some lace on that page. What was I thinking of? This there where that crease was. And this is going to be my backdrop, which I'm going to do in matte medium because this is quite shiny. So, and then this one will be sort of here, and I will cut any bit surplus off there when I've done. And then we're going to have a doily, some other bits, I don't know what yet. Okay, let's see how we go on. But I'm going to glue those down first with matte medium. Oh, and I've got those little ticket things there. Oh, I've got a leaf there, and I might be able to incorporate that. So I've got my little pile of bits here that I'm going to do something with because they're annoying me and they're at the side of me. So I must make something with that. Don't know what yet, but I will make something. Right, let's get the matte medium out. Again, just to show you in case, you know, this is the first video you watch. I use this one. It's one of the cheapest. Not the best, but it's okay. So it's all right for me. And it also dulled down the shiny surface as well, which is great. So I'm going to stick this one on first. Actually, I'm going to come down a bit. So I could trim that off after, that's fine. Just come up a bit. That one there. Need a bit of acetate, I think. Oh. It won't work because I've got the pocket there, but that'll be alright. Alright, to do this with a knife, but you have to be very careful when you do this so you don't go through any of your pages. It's wet, so it's usually quite easy. Green print come off of that. I don't mind though. I quite like that. There you go. I'm worried about the outside because I'm cutting that down. Right, let's dry that off. That's all dry, and I decided to put that there in the end. I thought it was a bit lost over here because I might want to do something else there. So I thought there's my 3 objects that I like to use as a background. And oh yeah, I'm quite happy with that so far. Okay, so shall I stitch this first before I glue it on? I think I will. Let's get it going a minute. And then I can cut it down to fit. Something just a bit higher, I think. Like that. I've got to ink that, haven't I? So, yeah, let's have a look. So I've got this leaf hanging around. It might look a bit sad. What could come out of there actually? Sad, sorry, it might look a bit sad on its own, but no, I don't mind that. So yeah, I'm going to glue that down on here because I'm just probably going to just stitch it as well. So that I'll group together and that I'll stitch on there. Okay. So in this case I work from the top to the back because that is using that as a separate entity. Okay, so way of using that leaf up that's been hanging around. Alright, just a bit of glue across here. Hold it while I sew it. If you weren't sewing, then, you know, please glue down properly. About there. Right, I'm just going to go and stitch that a minute. Okay, I've done that, and I found that bit of lace while I was over at the machine actually, that when I was working on something else, and I thought no, that'll fill in that area nice, and I thought sort of want that leaf coming out over the page. I'll trim this a little bit but then fray it. Alright, so I'm going to stick the whole thing down. Alright. So I'm putting it slightly above the centre because what we are using comes below. Okay, or else it would look like it's falling all off the page. So it's always best to just slightly above the centre. That stops that happening. I'll just stick that down. Like that. Got to turn it around so I can make sure it's straight. There we go. trim this a little bit, and then I want that frayed. And the same here. So I'm just trimming it a bit and then fraying. Okay, that's all done. So we'll just put the lace on now on this side. Just making sure that was dry. Get my acetate out. Hands aren't very steady today. I like this lace because it's not too heavy, very delicate. I'm going to, sorry, it's a bit awkward doing this because I want to go full length of the page but near the edge, so. It was hard doing it, not getting in the camera. So a tendency for my head to appear. No hat today, no woolly hat. No, it's nice and warm in here today. There, I think that's finished, that one. I don't know, do you know, I really don't know the date today. Oh, that's so bad, isn't it? I know it's Christmas Eve on Monday. Oh dear, right, I'm looking now at what the date is, because I really haven't a clue. Oh, right, it's the 19th today, so what have I just done? 17th, so I think I can do 18th. I could do all of it really, because I'm not writing in it or finishing it until I've done the journal. So I think I'm going to go back and write in it. So these pages I haven't really done. I've just stuck things in where I feel that I want them to be. So that's what I keep doing, because as I look for something, I find something else and I think, oh, that'll go there. That's actually the way I'm working with this journal. And I found some Christmas cards that I felt went well in certain areas. So that's how I'm doing it. But I think we all got our own little way of doing it, and I found there's no way I could write about the day before or anything like that. I'm hoping things come into my mind over Christmas, what to write about. I know I could write about my day, but I've actually downloaded a few sort of prompts and things like that, which I think what I might do is just pick them out and then pick a page and write about that prompt, something like that, which sort of coordinates with the prompt. I quite fancy doing that, which I will do sort of like between Christmas and New Year. So, because it is a when I got a minute, because we've got loads of people around, so, and going different places, going different family places, so. Right, okay. Oh, I love this. This is funny, but see, that's not going to go with that, and yet that postcard goes with that. So annoying, and I want him. This is just a card, but I want it to cut him down. Well, you don't have to cut him down. It actually fits, but I just need to back him. And I don't mind that. Oh, shall I? Oh no, I'm going to cut down here, so when it goes in, he will fit in, and then just come to about here. But I'm not going to cut this side because you see that side. I'm going to cut that down there, so he fits in nicely. I thought he was so sweet. I had to use him. Right, let's have a look. Where are we? That was page 23, so 19. Right, this page, I think we should do something with this page, even though, what am I going to do? That's something, it might even still be 17, that one. I'll sort of go over a few pages. This one, I found this on a Christmas card that's quite pinky because I've got some pink going on in here. So I thought I'd incorporate that somewhere on this page, but I don't want to cover that over because I think that looks really good. And then that can be my journaling page, which I'll keep as is really. Right. Yeah, no, that's fine. There's enough on there. It is getting quite fat. We need something here, don't we? Shall I carry on with what I was doing there? Or do a different colour? I quite fancy doing some green because there's so much red in here. That's a green page. Haven't finished. But I've got something going on which I'm fine about. Okay, stop rambling, Andrea, and get on with something. Right, I decided to use the poinsettia there, all right, to carry on with it because I quite like that look, and you can see it there. And then I'm going to put some lace on this side, so I'm going to use, I've just put something firm behind it so I can use my lollipop stick. All right, let's see, make sure I pull off that carefully. There we go. I can't believe they're still all right, actually. Oh, well, they were. And because they're quite old, I am very careful lifting these up, all right? Because sometimes they don't work. So just keep an eye on it. There we go. And that's a tiny bit sticky, so I use a little bit of talcum powder. Okay. And get rid of all that. There we go. Right, I think I make, because I've been through it and I haven't got one belly band except for the side tucks there. So I thought I would do a belly band here. I've got this ribbon that I got last year, which I really liked and never used it last year. So, oh, I don't know what make it is. Oh, it's cheapo. It's Hobbycraft in the UK, that one. But like I say, that's last year. So whether they had it this year, I don't know. So I've just cut a bit down and I mount it. I'm going to stitch it on card because I think you'll see the glue through this one. But have it that way because that's the shiny side. And then I'm going to put some lace the top and the bottom of the belly band, you know, like that and like that there. All right, I'm going to do that first. And then I'm going to stitch that on, which it will also stitch the lace on, so. Tiniest bit of glue just to hold it down while I stitch it. Really not very much, okay. Oh, I'm mumbling there, sorry. Concentrating. Oh. There we go. Yes. And then I'll stitch that on. Brilliant. Can't see anything. No glue. It's a bit weird that you'd see the glue through that. Right, I'm going to stitch that a minute. Yeah, stuck all that in, and I thought a plain tag would look quite nice in here. Okay, so I've got these as well, or plain S. I'm still going to decorate it a bit with some text or something. And I've got these, and I've just taken that apart because I'm going to thread that through the top there and put that on once I've decorated this tag here. Okay, but I'm going to sort of like felt as though that would look nice down the bottom here. So I shall leave that there for a minute. I'm going to decorate this with some Christmas text and stuff, but keep it on the plainish side, I think. So use that one, and yeah, I think. Get it the right way up. Stand up a minute. Let's ink that up first and then have another look. So I've got all those bits to use as well, haven't I? But I'm definitely got to make something with those. And it seems very silly that we're not, you know, you just keep getting left with them, don't you? So I'm sure we can make something up and then put it in the journal. Yeah, I want to keep that one quite simple because the page itself is quite busy, so it's hard for me to keep that. I want to do loads to it, but I'm going to be good. Right, so I think I'm going to keep that in. I'm going to add, you know, one of these. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, it's escaped me. Right. Just gonna shove that out the top there. That's it. Yeah, I think that's going to go there. Definitely, I think that's quite sweet. I have no idea where that's come from. Can't help you there. Oh, it's tartan the other side, look. Oh, how cute. Should we have tartan? No, we'll just have red. Oh, I'm going to have tartan. Oh dear. Looks like I am very indecisive today. And I want to change my mind continually. That's because I cleaned all my cupboards out yesterday. My kitchen is clean all day, to clean one double cupboard out and to clean the kitchen up all day. All the work, well, worktops just get filled up with the kids' stuff, the books and different things. So it's all clear. Find a home for everything. So very pleased. Just a sitting room to do now. Oh. Right, and I thought that would look nice. No, that's the right choice. See, now that's too, oh, I think that's too sparkly. maybe just half of it. That will be all right, I think. So I'm going to cut it in half. Go. I like that. That's fine. It's quite simple, but I like it. I'm not sure whether that's going to come down. If it does, I would tend to put something down here, because it does sort of irritate me if it hangs down, but it should be okay. I just want to cover that. I don't know what to put on there. Let's see if I've got any of those little sequin I have. Then that's going to unbalance everything, isn't it? No, that's fine. I'm going to put that there, because I don't like seeing the... Oh gosh, what are they called? That's so bad. Oh dear. Staples. Oh dear, that's terrible. Yeah, it's nice and stuck there. Yep, it just covers that up. Okay, so that's that page done. So now we can go back to, oh, I hope I was in frame there. Go towards the beginning now. So that's still really page 17, so it depends what I want to do. I mean, I could draw a picture here. What I would like to do is actually paint one of those poinsettias over here, to be honest. And then that would mean quite a bit to me if I'd done that, because seems to be in my head at the moment, this poinsettia is going through the whole book. And what with the bird, and now that, well, anyway. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Done that one, didn't I? Oh yeah, and I added an envelope there, which I done. I don't know, did I put something in that? I think I did actually, yeah. So I just put one of those in. Some writing paper there. Some secret notes. So this I feel is maybe a little bit too dingy. I'm not sure yet. I've got to do something to lift that up, I think. But I will. So at the moment that is going there. And then there'll be something behind it. Most probably it has to be quite plainish really. But maybe a tag made out of something like this paper would look really nice under there. Yeah, I like that, that's fine. And then I haven't decorated or anything like that yet. That's our little pocket. So page 4, which is here. So that one's okay, that page. That one's okay. And I've got this one to do with that bird there, that card. Right, okay. I'm just, sorry, I'm seeing how much I can actually cut off. I might make this into a tag, to be honest. Yeah, let's get that straight first, because we don't want to lose any more of the bird. And we have to. Just a little bit of its tail. I can manage that, I think. That's there. And then I need to get rid of that writing be there, which will determine my width. And these I can punch out and use as background for my number, so I will do that as well. Yeah, and that's going to be a tag. Another easy page. So to fit my circles with my dates on is 1.5. So I'm going to punch some out of this one. That's coming handy to use. Okay, I'll put those away. My little bag. Okay, got a hem, which I think I'm going to put that down there, like that. I'm going to sew around it and put it on just a piece of muslin, because it's nice and thick anyway. And I think, just look, or should I put it there? And then we've got a little tuck spot there. I make it, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do there. Yep. So I change my mind again, or even here. And we can tuck something behind there. No, I'm going to make it slightly bigger. I'm going to just put thin card on it and some muslin. All right, I quite like this actually. That's quite long, isn't it? No, not going to use that. It's too thick. This journal. Yeah, I'm going to make that bigger. Oh, there's a piece of card here already. That's fine. Back that on a bit of muslin. Yeah, let's make a little bit of a decoration on the side. I'm just going to pop that in there. Okay, and I'm going to tear the top because it's too straight. Like that. That's the tuck. Bit muslin. Okay. Can't beat muslin. That's actually gauze, we call it. It's not muslin. It's a lot finer. More open weave. there because I'm going to stitch it. Okay, I'm going to sew that a minute. Okay, I stitched all around that, and I forgot to tell you where I got that from. It's Egg Cake Success one. I think I picked it up on Amazon. I think it come from America. So, you know, it's the 3 weeks waiting for it, but it's okay. I think they're called Supermart US, something like that, and they're very reasonable actually, and I do get a lot from them, and it's free postage, but it just takes about 3 weeks to come. So I love that. I love ordering from them. Right, what I'm doing here now is, because it's quite plain, so I'm going to do a bit of stamping in the background. I've got my acetate. Do I need... it's not too bad there, but I think I better get my sponge. Did I put it away? Ah, yeah. There we go. So I'll put it under the other page there. Okay, now I've got a little bit of a spring, hopefully. Never mind, we'll cover it up if all goes wrong. At the end of the day, it's only a piece of paper and can always be covered up. Again, I've got my acetate there, so just make sure that's not in the way. Oh, what colour was I using there? Coffee. And I'm going to give a bit of pressure on this one. Okay. I need to go down a bit more. Okay, that's fine. Missed a little bit there, but I'm not worried about that because we cover that anyway. And that goes there. Yep, I like that. And if you find you do something like this a bit dark, which I think I might show you actually, because I do feel, you know, maybe it's a little bit too dark, just gesso it and it'll push it into the background. All right, so I'm going to do that, I think. As you know, I like my gesso. If in doubt, get the gesso out. So I'm in a really silly mood today. Sorry, I think it was Christmas, I think. I do get very excited. I get excited for the kids, even though they sort of really know what they're getting. They're sort of, nearly 16. And one's just turned 17. So they sort of order their own stuff, really, now. I'm sort of not really worried where it's going, if you know what I mean. I'm not being too precise about it. I'm not worrying about down the bottom because that's covered anyway. It won't take long to dry. I feel like I want something hanging down here. I haven't got anything in my bits, so lace. I don't really want the lace. I want something more random. A bunch of stuff here I've just cut. And it, yeah, because it reminds me of nests again. So what I'm going to do So I'm going to stitch this onto a piece of paper, okay, and then trim it off after, and then I'm going to, it's going to be stuck on there and it's all going to hang down. I'm sure I got, oh, there's a piece here. I didn't quite want it that much, so. To stitch all those bits on that piece of card. All right. And then that's going to go just like that. Perfect. Right, I thought I would just decorate under here. I've got the cracked pistachio, which I really like. Okay, but I haven't got that in a spray, and I found this that's in a spray, but it's like really old, and I think it doesn't work anymore. So I'm just going to sort of splash it and hope the best, basically. Right, just spritz with a tiny bit of water, maybe. Get that to run. Oh, that going on there? It doesn't matter going on there at all. No, that's quite nice. I like that. Okay, just stamped a message, or not a message, just a little numbers and things there. It's not nothing to do with Christmas at all, but I just felt as though I needed something in the corner, and because the tag is going to go there like that. And now I think that I'm going to just incorporate a little bit of this green on the back of this tag. Right, it needs using up anyway. So I'll just do that a bit more. Spritz a bit of water. And dry. Right, I'm going to have to end now because my video is getting full up with videos, because I've done about 10 today, 10 little ones, so I stitched them all together. And that's how it was when it was dry. Alright, just a bit so it's not plain. And my theory on this is, if the card's too big, and make a nice tag out of it, then make a tag, you know, and pop it into your book. So that's all I'm going to do with that there. And then I'm going to beaver on and catch up a bit more. I've just got a label to do there, and most probably add maybe something, some stenciling or something somewhere on this page as well. So I'll say goodbye and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.